Tonight we want to take a moment to remember Abigail Arias, 1 year after she lost her fight with cancer. The 7-year-old inspired many of us with her courage, and she's still impacting lives. Remember, she was sworn in as an honorary Freeport, Texas police officer. She created a bond with the chief, Ray Garavy. Well, during this time, the chief and his wife purchased a bay house near Galveston and named it 758 Bay House. That was Abigail's badge number. They've brought kids with special needs and cancer fighters like Abigail there to visit.
In the heavens, she still seems to bring us together for something positive in light of all the negative things going on in our country.
Well, there's also a new book coming out called Abigail, the Brave Little Llama. It's illustrated by a Southeast Texas artist, someone from the Houston area with autism, and it talks about childhood cancer. Part of the proceeds will go to a scholarship fund for Abigail's big brother, Ethan.
And as we take a look at the 10-day forecast, maybe some isolated to widely scattered showers. That's pretty iffy, but most of the day on Saturday should be warm and dry after a chilly start. Same situation on Sunday, and temperatures actually going up as we head towards Tuesday ahead of a weak, wimpy front. It may shave off a few degrees as far as low temperatures and maybe the humidity levels a bit Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we start warming up again ahead of a pretty good chance of rain and thunderstorms compared to what we've seen. I'm going very conservative, but some of the modeling showing a good 50 to 60% coverage a week from Saturday. Behind that front, yeah, 50s and 70s, that's my kind of weather.
You know, that's when it gets really nice. And I feel like, as you were talking about with Dej, we've really been spoiled the last week or more than a week at this point.
Yeah,
so.
I love that kind of weather. Really, the 40s and the 60s, it's chilly. I'll take the 50s and 70s.
It's great for football tonight, right? And we've got the 409 Sports Blitz coming your way in just about 2 minutes. Stick with us.
Live from the 409, Ashley Elam and Mike Canizales. 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News. Brought to you by Leak Sealers and 5 Point Credit Union.
Turn out the lights.
The party's over.
Okay, we are not in a black hole. They just turned the lights out on us.
I was expecting like a big gong, Undertaker style, but
no,
here
we are in beautiful Lumberton, Texas. Trust me, Raider Stadium is beautiful. We can't see it right now, though.
There was people in here.
There was. They are all
they
gone.
were on the field.
But this game got over really, really quick.
Really quick.
Our game of the week was very simple. Win or go home. Lumberton taking on Vidor. It is our 409 Sports Blitz game of the week. To Raider Stadium we go now, and this is what it looks like. Actually, this is LCM. This is not the right video, folks. This is LCM. We are looking for Vidor Lumberton, our game of the week.
Well, this is actually split.
There we go.
There
Vidor and
okay.
Lumberton. That was it right there, folks. Vidor and Lumberton. We're going to pick things up here. Opening drive, Quentin Root's going to find Easton Walker. That's the son of Morgan Walker. You find him out at the Southeast Texas Baseball Academy. Got to be a proud pop right there. Root's going to take it in for the score, 7-0 Pirates. I'm trying to use the light out here because there's really barely any. Weston, he's going to take it in from, say the name real fast if you're not sure. Drake Boykin now, Cook. Gain, but that in a missed. Here comes that Vidor attack. There, my friend, but and this ball is other Vidor, and that's Trenton Kahn. He told me to follow him on Twitter. I got to look him up after the show. Everybody's trying to find him here, but he's going to find it into the end zone. 21-0 at the half, and Vidor rolls into the playoffs. Your final is 42-14. They will go in as the, well, I can't tell you what seed because the next game really matters.
The next game really mattered, Ashley. That's right. More 10-4A Division I action on the 409 Sports Blitz. LCM hosting Splendor. That's the right video this time. Thank you, guys. You can toss out the fact that each team has only won one district game. The winner, like you just said,
it doesn't matter.
And you're in Splendor. That is Zane O'Bregan there. He's going to open up the game with a very big carry there for the first down. I guess you can catch 22. A few plays later, O'Bregan powers his way through in this time for a Wildcat touchdown. Splendor now up 7-0. LCM, though, trying to get something going here on the offense. Ashley Landry, heck of a quarterback there, finds his man, Nicholas Granger. They're starting to work the change. Change? I mean, change.
I like change, too.
Change. There's Landry to Brendan Pollock there. However, Splendor, they're going to get the ball right back. O'Bregan, he's going to find the end zone once again. This time you cannot catch. 22, 14-0 Wildcats. LCM down, but not out. Landry here on the keeper, going to take it up the middle there. A few plays later, though, our man Corey G says he would fumble. Splendor gets it right back. Harrison this time. Somebody left the screen door open to Brandon Harris. He's wearing 20. He's not Ernest Caesar III, but he's got some speed there for the first down. Then LCM, we're about to see a lot of defense here. Amir Washington knocks it down there, steps up for the sack. Then Mr. Washington, again, going to take it this time for another tackle for a loss. Then you're going to have Granger come in for a big sack, but that was not going to be enough tonight as Splendor goes on to take this one over LCM 30-0. All
right, now let's discuss what does this mean. Okay, so Vidor is in the playoffs with their win. Well, we'll talk about it here shortly. This is Humble in Westbrook. Going to those highlights. I'll let you know, though, Vidor goes in as the number 4 seed. They will take on Lindale in the playoffs. This is Westbrook in Humble, a district game in 21-6A, and that's Jermichael Foxhall taking it to the house. You can't stop them. It's a 14-7 lead for the Brook. BGOE. Jordan Guidry, he is going to get himself a score, and all of a sudden the Bruins are up 21-7. That voice right there, that's Dave Hoffer, former 12 News sports director. Got to love hearing his voice still here in the 409. Xavier Sidney is going to answer for Humble, and all of a sudden it's a 21-14 game. Things getting a little more uncomfortable, but Bryce Anderson, he's headed to LSU for a reason because you just can't stop this. He is in there, and Westbrook rolls in this one. They crush Humble. Your final was 41-14.
Westbrook looking good, man. They're back on track. Here we go from Bulldog Stadium. Listen, our man.
Actually, no.
That is not from Bulldog Stadium.
No, this is actually what we're supposed to be looking at.
Okay.
This is Port Arthur Memorial taking on Beaumont United. This was last night in BISD Memorial Stadium, and that is Jamar Sanders who found Adrian Hayward. This was for first place. It's 7-0. Now, PA, back in their own end zone. Big trouble, right? Wrong. Sanders to Brandon Cheney, and that was a 41-yard pickup for the Titans, and they just kept pushing the ball right down the Timberwolves' throat until this. Sanders going to the air. Sir Zolikover is going to pick this ball off, and he is going the other way, but the Timberwolves could not keep the momentum. Instead, PAT going the other way. Sanders keeping it himself. He's splitting them right down the middle. 30 yards to the hizzy. And yes, this one's starting to get a little out of hand early on. A little bit. 14-0. Actually, it was 13-0 because it was a missed extra point. Tyron Augusta. Nice run out here. This guy's physical. Nice little shifty runner. And yeah, he was feeling it after that one. He goes, let's go, guys. Let's go. We got ourselves a ball game that would set up Sanders for the keeper. And it's a touchdown for the Titans coming up. They lead it 20-0 at the half, and they would win last night. They are in first place all by themselves. They won at 22-zip.
PA, they've been on a roll. Hopefully Beaumont United, last year when they lost to Westbrook, they kind of went downhill. Hopefully things turn around this time. They keep the train on the track.
That's right. They have a tough game in LaPorte next week. No time to feel sorry for yourselves.
No, it's not. Here we go from Bulldog Stadium. Homecoming for the black and gold. Nederland trying to build off what might have been their best performance last week as they take on Texas City.
Stingeries.
Renee Cunningham here. That kid is a stud. Finds our man Kendon Fusilier. I know his mom said if you don't get the name right a couple of weeks ago, she was probably gonna, hit me.
Fusilier, that's good.
It's close. 10-3. Then about defense here for the Brandon Kaywood. Ranzil Jose with the triple sack there. Are going to be back in business. Guess Renee Cunningham once again is going to find favorite target. Fusilier again, the duo there for his second touchdown of the game. Nederland now up 17-3. So nice. You might see it twice. Actually, it's going to be for a third time now. Cunningham, guess who?
That would be
finds his
thrice.
man, launches it to the outside. Fusilier takes it all the way to the house. 24-3. Nederland, let's go to the big board. And we all know what happened. 31-10 against the Stingeries.
Stingeries of Texas City. They like to go by the Stings as well, but that was Nederland back-to-back wins since that Mid-County Madness loss.
Yep.
They're right back in the thick of things. P&G was sitting undefeated in district play, tied for first with Crosby. Meanwhile, Barbers Hill kind of scratching their heads off to a slow start. Well, they woke up tonight in a big way. There goes Brent Holdren, and we've seen P&G's defense have issues with these quarterback keepers. And it's coming back to bite them again. That was a 50. That would set up an easy score for the Eagles that would lead it 7-0. Then Garrett Hagler going in from 10 yards out, and it's 14-0 just in the first couple of minutes of this game. P&G has another bad start to this one. Then Blake Boast is going to get picked off by Ashton Hamby, and that is a pick six. I don't think you could start a game off worse than that. In the first few minutes, it was already 21-0. Barbers Hill has all the momentum. P&G trying to have one of those miraculous rallies again. Well, there's Boast. He's going to keep it himself. 21-7, but Holdren will find Andrew Galvin after the P&G cheerleaders get their cheers in. Galvin, there he goes. No mercy at this point, and the hill is for real tonight. Your final over P&G, first district loss for the Indians, 54-28. So now you got Crosby in first place, and then it's Barbers Hill, Nederland, and P&G all sitting there tied for second. So things are getting a little bit a little bit of a log jam out there.
A bit of a, and you know what's funny is that our GM Paul Bergen kept texting us
throughout
the night. Hey, what's the score? What's the score of that Barbers Hill
And then he
game?
says he honestly didn't know.
Oh, there's a thing called Score Stream. Yeah.
We have it on our website, Paul. We know you're on it, so we know you knew the score, but that's all right. And also tonight, if you're wondering if we're like glancing off into nowhere. We honestly cannot even see the camera right
thank
now.
goodness. I mean, I see like a little red or green dot right now. I think that's Derry behind there, but I'm not quite sure. It could be a friend of ours too.
It's very dark, but at this time, it's time to take a look at our 409 Sports Blitz Band of the Week. They come from right here in beautiful Lumberton, the Mighty Raider Band. Hello and welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz here in Lumberton, where Vidor wrapped up the final playoff spot in 10-4A Division I with a 42-14 win over the Raiders. Now, meanwhile, in 11-4A Division II, a lot of things were already wrapped up, just kind of positioning. One team did not need to worry about positioning was West Orange Stark, taking on Bridge City. And I'm getting so excited.
You are, Jesse Spano's so excited. Orangeville and Hardin Jefferson, look, like you just said, both teams, they already locked up their playoff berth, but tonight was all about seeding third and fourth. There's Old Glory hanging way above over there at Orangeville. Check this out. This is HJ. They're going to fumble here on the opening kickoff. No problems, though. They're going to get the ball immediately right back, though, since Orangeville couldn't get nothing going on the offense. Jaden Porter, though, is going to roll out, find Dakota Air McNair there for the first down. Then Porter here on the keeper. He's going to escape a few defenders, take it up the middle there for a nice 20-yard gain. But it's time for some more slot team mafia. This time it's going to be from the Bobcats. Gunnar Jones pitches it to Dwight Davis there for the first down. You know they like to run. Here comes our guy, Hunter Ashworth. Going to take the handoff there, hit the outside. It's small, but it's another little first down. Then Gunnar Jones here on the keeper. He's going to take it to the outside now. He's going to get up to the left side there and hit it for the first down. Then Jones, this time, is going to find they can actually pass two, folks, to McCoy Mays there for the 9-yard pickup. Then Ashworth is going to power his way into the end zone. Bobcats up 7-0, but they are not going to be able to knock off those Hardin Jefferson Hawks as they take this one in overtime, 19-13.
And from what I'm doing, if I, carried the one and everything I needed to do, Orangefield should be taking on Sealy in the first round. Hardin Jefferson will get the Belleville Brahmas.
The Brahmas, not the Brahmas, but the Brahmas.
That's right. Let's go out to Fruit City, home of West Orange Stark. I got all hyped up about the Mustangs being ranked number 2 in the state.
You should be
got the
hyped.
number 1 spot wrapped up in the district, and Jamal Shaw has himself a 41-yard touchdown, and they are already up 7-0 over Bridge City. This series has not gone well for the Cardinals over the years, but don't worry, most series with West Orange Stark don't go well for many teams. Pop Terrell to Jason Ziegler Jr., 14-0. Woos! Then it's Elijah Gills. He's going to find Pater as well. 21-0 Stangs. Cornell Thompson's got to like how his team's looking, rolling into the playoffs, undefeated. But wait, there's more. Pop Terrell to Jalen Thompson, younger brother of Deontay Thompson from the Arizona Cardinals. All West Orange Shark, 52-0 in the Mustangs. They will take on, it looks like, Sweeney in the bi-district round of the playoffs.
West Orange, man, they've been postseason ready since week 1.
Birth of the school?
I don't know about that now.
Other scores from the district, these two teams just playing out the year. Hampshire Finette goes on the road to get them a win.
Big win for
and you got to
sure.
like how they finish off the year winning it 21-14. It might not mean a lot to people that are just watching the show, but for those seniors to go out with a win,
Yep.
that's a big deal right there. Congratulations to the Longhorns.
And we knew life was going to be tough without Marcus Morris, but
Hey,
it worked itself out at the end.
that's right.
Another win and get-in moment tonight. This is Buna hosting Kirbyville. And how about this on the opening play of the game for Buna? Dylan Graffinito hands off to Garrett Estridge. He scoots to the outside, and he's off and running. Touchdown, Cougars. They're up 6-0 because they cannot convert there on the 2-point conversion. Then, back on offense, Graffinito launches down the field to Gus Dixon there for a Cougars first down. Couple plays later, Jacob Bernard muscles his way into the end zone for 6. Once again, 2-point conversion is no good. Cougars up 12-0. But back come the Wildcats. Cal Jones on the move, looks and finds Cullen Brandon. What a catch! First down, Wildcats. Then Jones, time in the pocket. He could probably build a fire there right now. Dumps it off across the middle to Van Hutchinson there. He picks up another Wildcats first down. Things are going great. Looks like they're going to be score position. However, Jones going to keep it for himself. He is a playmaker, just not on this play. Fumble, Cougars recover, and here come the offense again. Graffinito zips it across the middle to Estridge. First down, Cougars. A few plays later, Menard muscles his way, punches it up the gut. Buna up 18-0 now, and they're going to go on to finish off those Kirbyville Wildcats 24-7.
Now, last night, hey, you had a beautiful game out there in Winnie, Texas, as a bug just flew off your
Picked it
forehead.
up like over his swiping another. That's good old Winnie, Texas. Yes, East Chambers looking to wrap up District 10-3A, Division I undefeated. Shout out to our man Chad Cooper wearing the zebra stripes. And that touchdown right there is courtesy of your Built Ford Tub Player of the Week there, EC3, Ernest Caesar III. And from there, it was all East Chambers. KK Morris. You know, I knew another Morris. He went to Bayside. He, too, could run like this. 65 yards to the house for another Buccaneers, a touchdown. EC up 14-0.
AC Slater was better.
He was. EC3 told me, hey, make sure you get my man right there on camera. I sure as heck did. Now, Jacoby Perrott, kid's a playmaker. Buying time, scrambling like only he can do, staying alive, and is going to keep it for himself. And there he goes, 49 yards into the end zone. Bucks now up 21-0. Sipping on some sip. I like that there. Next Bucks possession. Perrott slings it over to who? KK Morse. He'll move the chains there. That's a late hit. But guess what's going to happen? Now, Perrott, a little play action. You know he does the mapping, and KK Morse does the flapping all the way into the end zone. Break him off with a little something. I believe the kids call it the Giddy.
The Giddy?
Yes. East Chambers,
Man,
they cap up a perfect regular season there against Tarkenton, 42-6.
Ouch, babe.
Ouch, babe?
Ouch, babe.
Ouch, babe.
That's not good. Another score tonight, another close ball game. Woodville, they go on the road tonight, and they get themselves a nice win, 27-22. Gotta like that. Eagles wrapping up the year on a high note before they go into the postseason.
They did have a heck of a season there.
They did.
That. Oh, take a look at Jasper.
Other scores,
They
yes.
keep rolling on. 41-6 over Madisonville. They are the number 4 team in the state for a reason. Shout out to our man Carl Limbrick
Because
out there.
they're good.
And then now you look at Newton. You know,
61-0.
I'll be the first to admit, when I saw them in non-district action, I wasn't quite sure. Man, since district play, they are on another level. 61-0 over Corrigan Camden.
That is a big-time loss right here. I'm just buying time right here.
He is buying time.
Because
Don't worry.
I'm looking up scores.
I'm going to knock out
I
the
want to tell you, no.
Oh, you're going to
East Chambers, I want to let you know that they will be facing Trinity in the first round because Crockett defeated Trinity 39-0. So EC and Trinity next week. More scores from tonight now. Coots taking care of Warren 40-26. We talked about it last week. Warren was looking great.
Yep.
Things just not going their way in district play. And Cushing, unfortunately, Coleman Hill needed that win, and they fall 60-38 against the Bearcats.
Well, we like what Cody Day is doing out there in Coleman
Certainly
Hill.
do.
And Warren, you know, they're going to be all right. They're turning things around out there.
That's right. Also, Evadale, they were leading 22-0 over Burkeville. Burkeville will go in as a number 4 seed in the playoffs. I believe they'll take on Tenaha in the first round. Holdays down to Sabine Pass. Now, this was a COVID game. There was a few of them in our area. High Island had to forfeit their game due to COVID. Holdays Zeta gets a forfeit win over Sabine Pass due to COVID. And West Hardin, they forfeited a game this week, not due to COVID. They just didn't have enough healthy bodies, and you see this at the small school level. So hopefully everybody gets healthy, either from COVID or injuries or anything like that.
And I know this is a game right here that we're very interested in. Legacy Christian 56-12 over First Baptist. Why? Because I actually, in our pick'ems each week, I picked First Baptist over Legacy Christian. I'm glad that Legacy Christian was able to serve me some crow. Then St. Thomas, our boy Big Tex.
That's right,
St.
Big
Thomas.
Tex. James Grant, if you want to know, you've probably seen him on your screen here recently, went to St. Thomas. They come to Beaumont and get a win over a former district rival, Kelly. So, you know, while it's not a win for the Kelly Bulldogs, I got to say, losing by 12 to a team like St. Thomas, that's pretty impressive.
You know, there's more than just football. There was some volleyball tonight. Class 4A, Region 3 quarterfinals. Bridge City, Huffman. Winner will face China Spring or Carthage in the regional semifinals. Christina Alley, that is Brendan Jones there, knocking through 2 defenders there for the kill. But BC will answer right back. Harley Tupper finds Taryn Dwarren, who dumps it in there for a point. But then it's Hagen Pike serving up an ace, Nolan Ryan style, right down the middle. But BC comes right back. Dwarren to Tupper, who hammers it home there. I tell you what, that kid is a stud. She's only a junior. She's one of the best here in the area. She's going to have a great senior year next season. But Huffman was just too hot to handle, too cold to hold. That is Skylar Napier, who brings it.
Where are the Ghostbusters at when you need them?
They're going to go on to shut out BC 3-0 to advance. Give it up, though, for the Lady Cardinals, because mostly throughout the entire district run, they were operating with only 7 girls.
Really unbelievable effort by them, and congratulations, Coach Becca Pivto, one of my favorite coaches in the area. Her brother, in case you haven't put it together, is Jeff Matthews.
And they're also part of the ALS Challenge.
That's right. They'll both have ice buckets of water on themselves later on.
Plenty of it.
Not tonight.
No, not tonight. No,
but they assure us that they're going to do it. So Jeff Matthews gets the win here tonight. Unfortunately, right next door, Bridge City eliminated, but amazing run. Can't say it enough out of them. So it is time for a little bit of a timeout here. We're going to regroup, reset, and take a look at the highlights from our game of the week coming up after this break. welcome back to a very dark Lumberton Raiders stadium where I've heard some birds every once in a while and other creatures. We're hoping to get out of here alive. We're right across the street from a Walmart, but you wouldn't know that by the sound you hear every once in a while.
Like the biggest creature, I think, came from Idaho.
Well, we can't even talk about that, but that's scary right there. You know what was scary tonight was that Vidor defense going up against Lumberton.
Very good.
Winner would be going into the playoffs. And, yeah, these two teams have not had the best district run, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Win and get in. You can't, you know.
This was without a doubt, this was Vidor's best game I've seen.
It was by far.
Season.
You can't hold anything back in this last week, and that's Quentin Root finding Easton Walker. His dad's one of the greatest guys in Southeast Texas. Morgan Walker, got to be proud of his son there. Touchdown, Pirates, and Root's going to take it in. Yeah, 7-0 at this point. Now, how about Weston Cepavaldo? If I said your name wrong, I'm so sorry.
Just say it faster.
10 yards, he's in the house. 14-0. Pirates. Drake Boykin, though, trying to get Lumberton to fire right back. Caleb Cook on the receiving end of that. Nice grab, but the drive would end in a missed field goal. Raiders needing to get a stop, down 14-0, and here, Root is picked off. This ball is going the other way, but the momentum would really never shift. Vidor kept it, and they put it away here in the first half. Trenton Kahn, the big boy, refusing to go down. That guy is strong, and he will get into the end zone. It was 21-0 at that point, and we go to the final. Vidor wins it 42-14. They are going to open up with Lindale in the playoffs next week.
Vidor really needed this victory. Yes, they needed to get in. Yes, but from what I'm talking about though is all season long, they have just not been good. I know we talked about it earlier.
Yep.
They came into the season top 25. They were predicted.
And that's not a knock. That's not a knock on Vidor.
This is not a
when
knock
we say
whatsoever.
they haven't been good. Yes, we know the kids are trying.
Yes.
We know they're going out there trying to win the game, but they're not as good as we expected. I mean, this was a top 25 team in the state. But guess what? Wipe out all the negatives at this point because you've made it into the postseason. Now you got to take on a Lindale Eagles team that can score a lot of points. They knocked off Kilgore tonight, and both teams were in the 40s. So the
a lot
Pirates,
of momentum, but if they can control the clock,
the Pirates are going to have to play
right.
some good defense next week, and they're going to have to milk that clock with the slot T. So
they got the players, they got Root and Kahn, they can do it.
Jeff Matthews knows what he's doing. Okay,
I hope so.
He's only been here 20 plus years, right? But you got to wonder if there's going to be a little less passing next week and try to really milk that clock and do it old school because, like I said, Lindale can score in a hurry. Lindale was a team that just played Rashawn Johnson and P&G in NRG Stadium a couple of years ago. They've made the drop as well. So anytime you get up into that East Texas area, things get real tough. They call it Beast Texas for a reason, and Lindale took down
Beast Texas.
Beast Texas. It's a real deal. They took down Kilgore tonight, so Vidor's going to have their hands full. Unfortunately, LCM did not get into the playoffs. Other games, we're going to talk about them later on. Next week, all the small school season, the regular season is now over.
Dude, how fast did the season this go?
This is week 11.
This is nuts.
Now, we've missed a couple of hurricanes and stuff like that.
But it is what it is.
But yeah, it's been an unbelievable run here for our small schools, and we did see a couple of games go down due to COVID. But I want to give a tip of the hat to these small school coaches. They were the guinea pigs. It was no joke when they were told that they could play. They said they want to keep the big schools back out because too much of a population, if you will. There's a higher chance of spreading COVID. These coaches have had to go through all of the regulations that have changed throughout the year to keep the team safe, and they made it through a regular season.
I know that there was a lot of us, we weren't even quite sure we would even make it to this point.
Right.
Even talking to coaches, parents, but you got to tip, like you said, you got to tip your hat. Now, when we take a look at the playoffs, small school-wise,
yes,
who do you think can make a run? I mean, I know who, but we got West Orange. We know they're going to make the run.
Okay, so you say that. That's interesting. I think your teams that have the best chance of making a run is number 1, East Chambers.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Buccaneers have a good chance of going and running into probably Grandview again. Okay, I haven't looked at the brackets for that division, but East Chambers, they're loaded. This is their year. They can get past that third round. I think it could happen.
I just can't believe it took them almost to the entire season to actually be state ranked. That was nuts.
Unbelievable. Ranked number 8 right now. Then you look at Newton. I think that's another team that can make a very deep run. Here's where you're going to run into a problem if you're West Orange Stark. First of all, most likely, week number 2 area round, if both teams take care of business, Jasper and West Orange will run into each other in the second week of the playoffs.
Dude, how crazy is that?
So And then, by the way, your reward, if you get past Jasper or West Orange, later on, you're going to deal with Carthage.
Ooh, and that's basically a D1 college team right there.
It really
You've
is.
seen it firsthand. It's nuts.
But right now, it is time to take a look at our 409 Sports Blitz hit of the week. And this one comes from Nederland. We're going to pick things up here. And it's Landon Kaywood, Mikey Rango, and Jose Fuentes teaming up to take down the Texas City quarterback, Jacob Duran. Big hit there. Big win for Big Ned, D-O-G-G-I-E-S. Those doggies did their best. We'll have more coming up. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. Lumberton taking on Vidor tonight. Pirates advancing to the playoffs with a 42-14 win. Of course, plenty of action all across the 409, and we like when you get involved.
Yes.
Use that hashtag.
409 Sports.
And we're not just talking about football. We're going to find
No.
ways to get you on the air multiple ways. And let's take a look. Hey, Westbrook, the Stars were pumped up because it was game day, and they rolled 41-14.
Can you do that there, Ashley? I think I just saw a split.
I would not be able to get up. Look at all these moves. I mean, I can't do any of this. I just can't.
Well, you can take pictures.
What a
at least.
montage.
Yeah, I like. It's like Rocky IV right now.
Well, I don't know if
Minus
it's
the Hearts
Rocky
on Fire.
IV. They seem much nicer than Rocky.
And Dolph Lundgren. It's okay.
Yes.
But it was game day, though. There was happy homecoming.
Really cool
Oh,
there.
look at this guy, Eric Brill. He's always great to be back in the 409.
Shouldn't he be in Idaho?
He should be in Idaho. He was actually dancing behind the camera. That's
He
what
really
you don't
was.
see. And he's actually behind the camera right now dancing. Matter of fact, he just did a split. I can't believe it, Ashley.
He's not going to get up, folks. He's not going to get up.
Look, there we are right there.
Hey, there we are.
make a little
See,
cameo.
we're being professional, and we are standing 6 feet apart. That's right. We're following regulations here. Eric Brill, thank you for
Shout out
contributing. And also, hey,
Senior night.
celebrating the seniors. That's Bel Air volleyball. Well, that's Houston.
That is Houston.
That's Houston. Big
But we'll
congratulations
take it,
to them.
though.
But Bridge
Disney,
City.
I love
this.
I love Disney.
I'm not a Disney
Unlike this
fan.
guy
That
right
was
to
a
my right
lie.
of me. He hates Disney.
I don't hate. Okay, I really don't like it.
I loved it. Have you been to Disney
I've been
World?
to Disney a lot of times.
I'm very disappointed in you right now.
I'll take
my
Universal
little man.
over Disney any day of the week. The rides
Universal's
are better.
doing it big. I like what they're doing over there.
All right. Well, now they're yelling at me
Yeah,
because I'm
geez, Jacob.
talking bad about Disney. I'm so sorry. Right now, it's time for our 409 Sports Blitz Play of the Week. And it comes from the Game of the Week. This one really put it away for the Vidor Pirates. Trenton Kahn, I promise you, I will find you on Twitter and follow you because you have our 409 Sports Blitz Play of the Week.
I think I follow him, so just
I need to find that handle.
yeah. Hopefully it's not.
And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. We have a huge update. Nathan Bullard gave me the handle of
Related to
Trenton
Matt Bullard?
Kahn. Well, probably so.
Okay.
No, not really. But yes, Trenton Kahn. I am following you on Twitter. He ran over to ask me to follow him after the game.
You know what else he is? Tell him,
And he
actually.
is the human fortune cookie.
I like that.
If I would have known this, I'd have been calling him that all year long.
You could have
And
told us our fortunes before the game.
tell us the fortune of the playoffs next week against Lindale. I want to know that.
Oh, we should.
How about next week? Let's take a look at some of the games. And these games are all large school games because we'll find out playoff opponents later on tonight. Westbrook taking on Kingwood. Beaumont United and LaPorte. They better not overlook the Bulldogs.
No, they're not. But you know what? I think this year's squad, they got Bradley Thomas back there, Chandler Rivers, Julius Stille. They're going to do their thing. I think they'll be fine. They'll get the train back on the tracks.
Also in 5A, Port Arthur Memorial, I know they'll be taking on Baytown Lee. That's going to be a key game because the Lee Ganders are pretty good this year. And Dayton travels to Nederland. Bulldogs are rolling. They should roll in that one.
They're picking up some steam over there. I really like what's going on with the Bulldogs. Especially Renee Cunningham. That kid's a stud. He got hurt during Mid-County Madness, but he's doing his thing now.
And then P&G's got to bounce back against Kingwood Park because, like I said, it's a log jam up top between four teams with Crosby leading the way, Nederland, P&G, and Barboursville all sitting with a district loss. So that's a look at next week. And, of course, later on tonight, throughout the night, 12newsnow.com, I'll be updating the playoff pairings. Coaches will be texting throughout the night. I'm going to sit by a fire, relax, and work
I like that.
till the sun comes up probably. All right, folks, until next time, here's a look at the 409 Sports Blitz Band of the Week, the Mighty Raider Band of Lumberton.